Okay. Hello to everyone on the replay. We are working on I'm drawing a blank. Steampunk Christmas Fairy. So just making sure everything's set here. Looks like it. Alright, so I do apologize. You're gonna hear my dogs for a moment, and you might hear the truck outside. We got blasted with snow last night, and the trucks are just getting back to my area now. It's 3 p.m. Um, and they're just getting back into my area to plow. So, yeah, I do apologize if you hear my dogs. They do not like the snow plow. And they bark at it, even though, they're 10 pounds and it's a snow truck. Smaller the dog, bigger the fight, right? But yeah, so we're working on Steampunk Christmas Fairy. I know I've said it before, but this is my favorite stitch that I'm doing currently out of all my whips. It's from Stitches So Beautiful. And I guess right now, I looked yesterday, I guess right now they're doing like an at Stitches So Beautiful .com, I guess, is doing like an advent calendar kind of thing where every day they release a new pattern, but like it's an ornament pattern, which is cute, but you got to get it on that day because the next day it's not available anymore. So I'm like, that's a cute idea. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more because I wasn't ready to end that. So let's do one more. And we'll end it. Cool. All right. Let me get another. Oh, here comes the truck again. I do apologize if you hear it and or my dogs. You will probably hear my dogs. It's okay. It's okay, Bruna. You don't need to bark. Good boy. I don't know where Luca is either, but he didn't bark either. Good job. Alrighty. So I hope everyone's doing well. Let me know what you're stitching on. Let me know what you're doing. It has been, especially with the snow, it's been a quiet day. Um, not not too much has been going on. Um, and I got some pretty good sleep last night, so I was still up every 2 to 3 hours, but it I was able to fall asleep pretty quickly after waking up, and yeah, so I feel like I got some actual restful. Oopsie, sorry. I feel like I got some actual restful sleep last night, which is amazing. That's the first time in a long time. So, still working on that. I am, I have, I have two sleep specialists that I am looking at. Um, so I'm gonna call them here in the next couple days and see if they have any openings to get me in. Because I am not doing 3 months of this. um, I'm not. If this is something that can be cured or managed better, um, I would like to do that sooner rather than later. Sorry, my light was hitting my camera. That was annoying. So yeah, we'll see how that works. The snow must be keeping everyone away because even work has been very quiet. I think I've had one call today so far. So it's been just been a very like lazy kind of day, which I'm okay with, honestly. The last couple days have been a little hectic, and I am totally fine with a quieter day. Okay. But yeah, let me know what you guys are stitching on, or what you guys are crafting on, or what you guys are doing. I know the last time we had Carla on and she was making food. I made food earlier. I made meatloaf. And I cannot wait to try it. I had eaten already, so that was it. That meatloaf is more like a dinner than a lunch. So I might have it. Might have it after I'm done here, depending on if I'm hungry or not. Hmm. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's talk about this piece because I'm sure you've noticed things have changed. So remember when I said that not having any parked threads and kind of doing a cross country kind of thing was working? Yeah, well, it's not. I am finding now that I'm moving more over here, I am finding mistakes again. And they're not mistakes that I can't fix. I've oversewed a few of them. I have just kind of left I, I've left them because it's not really going to matter and at the end of the project. Um, but it's annoying, honestly. Um, one, one, two, three. It's annoying and it's frustrating to me. So I went back to just a traditional parking method. And so what I'm doing is it, traditional parking method in the fact of I have park threads again. But what I am doing is when I stitch with a color, I'm doing one box at a time. And that I am hoping. Oh, sorry, we were doing those three. I'm going to finish this off. Um, I am hoping that doing one box at a time will help me not only keep it straight, but also catch things sooner so that I can correct them instead of just oversewing or just kind of leaving it and fudging it a little bit. Um, so yeah, like I said, especially up in this corner, it's not going to matter. The only thing up in this corner are some buildings and the sky. So it's not really gonna matter. But as we get further and further down, we're gonna run into the ferry, and any mistakes might be a little more visible there. So I'm trying to figure out a working system now, before I get too far down. And I know I'm gonna make mistakes. It's gonna happen. I would just like to make as little as possible. And because up in this section, there's been quite a few, which is fine. Oh, wow, we have more. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna come over here. This is the second box. There we go. All right. I'm gonna park it over there. Okay. So let's go back to where we were. I was gonna start over here, but I'm like, it was gonna interfere with these over here, so I might, yeah, let's finish. There's one down there, but that's kind of far. So yeah, let's finish these. Let's finish those. But yeah, so I've gone back to a more traditional parking method. I think it's working better. I think I just need to basically get better. I basically just need to watch better than I am. And yeah, so that I park things correctly and stitch things correctly. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, come on. I cannot believe it is December 11th. That is just nuts. This, and I know everyone says it every year, but this year has gone so fast. But in a way, it hasn't. Like, does it, you know what I mean? Like, it has gone fast, but at the same time, it didn't feel like it was going that fast. But looking back on it, it's like, man, yeah, the year flew. And then we're going into 2026. Like craziness. 2026 is a big year for me. I'll be 40 years old. Not too happy about it. Not too happy about it, but not much I can do either. So, yeah, it is what it is. Let me put this one down here. All right. Okay, so which one do we want to do next? Ooh. All right. Let's do let's do the hashtag first so that it does not interfere with the bullseye or the letter C. So these are great if you've never seen these before. Um, these are little, they have bigger ones too, but these are plastic bobbins, believe it or not. And you just pop them open and pop them closed. Um, I know them under the name Kumi Himo because that is the craft that I was introduced to them in. They are a integral part of Kumihimo. You cannot do Kumo, oh my gosh, you cannot do Kumihimo without the bobbins. Um, so that's how I got exposed to them. But yeah, they're great for a lot of stuff. And I love how it can hold the threads out of my way. It's a game changer, it really is. All right, so let's see. We're gonna do that. We're gonna go down and then down, and then we'll come back for the rest of it. So yeah, if you were having, if you weren't sure how to control your threads, if you do parking method, try the Kumihimo bobbins. They are amazing. They're not that expensive. You can get them on Amazon. That's where I got mine. And you could also find them in stores like Michael's. I actually got some at Michael's as well. And it was even cooler because they were on clearance. So I got like one, two, four, oh my gosh, like maybe 10 of them. I got 10 of them for like, oh my gosh, like $2. It was amazing. So, but yeah, they're not that expensive and they really do help to keep threads out of the way. If I can keep this one up here. There we go. And it's just easier to move. It's easier to move that with all the threads in it than trying to move all the individual threads. So. But yeah, after the stream, if I remember to do it, I will put a link down below to some Amazon or to at least one Amazon link to where I got some of these, just so you guys can find them a little easier. If you were interested in trying them out, I highly recommend. Oops, there we go. So yeah. Let me know what you're stitching on. I always like to know. I always like to know if you're working along with me or if you're doing something else. This one. Okay, so we've got those two. And then we skip one and we do two. So we skip one just here. And we do two. One, do two. I thought I messed that up for half a second. I was just finished talking about how went back to parking method because I keep messing up. And it was going so well. And I'm like, oh, did I really mess up another thing? No, I did not. That is awesome. Let me move this one up here. There we go. All right, so we got those two. Let's do these three. But yeah, this is one of my favorite pieces to stitch. I just, it's so pretty and I love it. And it's so fun to stitch. I haven't, even though I've had some problems with it, I still am having a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, also, since it just hit me just now, sorry about the sound. It probably sounds terrible and I do apologize. I am waiting for new microphones. They should be here tomorrow. So hopefully that will help with the sound. The microphones I had, they are not doing what they are supposed to be doing anymore. I don't I don't know if they were just kind of too cheapy of a mic or what, but yeah, so hopefully the sound will improve significantly here um in the next couple days. I mean, these looked really, really, really good, and they were they weren't they weren't cheap, but I got them for cheap because they were on sale because Christmas. So I think they were originally like $100, and I got them for like $20. Like it was an insane sale. It was like an 80% sale. So but technically I have $100 microphones coming. So hopefully the $100 microphones are going to be good. So um because the first microphones I bought were not $100. Um those were also on sale, but they were not originally $100. I think they were originally like 50. So, and for $50 they've worked pretty good. Um but now they're not, and I've messed with them enough. I don't know what's wrong with them. So it's just time to get some new ones. So that's what's going to be happening. Oh, I think I forgot to say. Um, no, I have not done 117 stitches in 20 minutes. That would be amazing, but no. Um, I was stitching before the live so I started this off with 50. So, oh, excuse me. So we've done what, like 69 in the last 20 minutes, which is still really good. Oh, the reason I am worried about the stitches, though, I am trying, as you can see, we're at 0.093%. I am trying so hard to get to 1% on this. Like I really want to get to 1% before I have to put it away again for however many weeks. Um, so that's my goal for myself is to reach 1%. And it's very doable. I need to get to 1,600 stitches. And I'm already at 1,490, almost 1,500. And according to my calculations that I did last night, if I do 60 stitches a day for the next 4 days, including today, I'll get to that 1%. So, and I've already broken it. So I'm ahead by a day. I don't know why I only went down that far. Huh. You know what though? It's fine. Cause whoa, don't do that. Cause I'm running out of floss anyway. So we'll just leave that down there for that box. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll end this one. this one down here. Beautiful. All right. Now let's see what else. So we're gonna do the bullseye next, so that it doesn't interfere with the C as much. So we're gonna do this color. This color is number 4. So a very kind of like steel, light steel gray. It's a very pretty gray, actually. There's a lot of grays in this one, which is fine. I like gray. Gray's a good neutral color. But yeah, there's a lot of grays in this pattern, which is fine. I think this has, oh man, I want to say like 89, 90 colors, something like that. It's yeah, it's a lot of colors. And I have not gotten into any, I mean, these are kind of bright over here. These, oh, you can't see them anyway. The more orangey tones and the more tan tones, those are bright. But I mean, I haven't gotten into any of the reds in her dress or anything like that. That's gonna take me a while to get down to. Oh, I'm glad I looked. I was about to do 4. It's not 4, it's 3. 3. Okay. And then come all the way down here. Maybe. There we go. Whoa. Don't do that. All right, so we got that one. We got 2 over here. So the only really difference between what I was doing and what I'm doing now is I'm parking threads again. Um, I'm no longer using up a floss until it's done. I am parking again. And I'm doing roughly 1 box at a time. I say roughly because in this case, there's only 2 more. So we're gonna jump over to the next box and just do these 2. But I am trying to keep to just the box of 100. It's hard for me because especially when I see things, next to it or just right below it, or like these C's where they continue on into the next box, I just want to keep going, but I'm trying not to because I think that's what's getting me confused. So okay, so this is a kind of well, I don't know, let's park it and see how long it is actually. So it's gonna come down here. Oh, actually, that's decently long. We won't end that one. We will mark it though. All right. Now we will do the C. The long-awaited C. Put this back on here. Oof. All right. Okie dokie. So let's see. No pun intended. See, I really want to go into the next box, but I'm trying to stick to just one box. Oh, I'm so tempted though. I might. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just go. I gotta do this whole box or this whole site anyway, so. I also heard that if you do one box at a time, the tension that you get from sticking to the line will can sometimes cause lines in your finished project. And so it's actually a good idea to like do this kind of zigzag thing to even out the tension. I don't know how true that is, I'll be honest. Um, it sounds right, but I'm not doing that on purpose. Let's put it that way. I'm not zigzagging here for that reason. I'm just kind of stitching what I want when I come to it. So I'm just trying to be like not stressed about this at all. Because it's not supposed to be stressful, it's supposed to be fun. And it is fun, it's super fun. I love this. Oh, come on. I'm also working on a bookmark. Let me, oh, it's right here. Let me back you out a little. Hey, hey. So I'm working on a bookmark. It's one I designed. So it's kind of like a jungle kind of vibe. So all the leaves are black, and then the original pattern had orange, but I think I might do green just to, tie it more back to the jungle theme I was trying to go with. But yeah, I made that pattern on Floss. I think it's flosscross.com. It's a free website that you can make patterns, make cross stitch patterns for free, up to 300 by 300 stitches. And the awesome thing is they have the capability to save the file as pattern keeper. So I can actually my actual pattern that I made in that software actually works in Pattern Keeper, which is just awesome. I love it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. So yeah, if you follow my Instagram or if you follow me on here, you'll see updates you'll see updates for everything I post. I post update pictures, 1, 2, 3, like all the time. But you'll see update pictures of the bookmark. And I'm still working on that keychain. Skip the one. All right, now we go all the way back up. I don't mind stitching like this, where you have these long sections. I like that because there's not you don't have to really look back at the pattern once you got it. This is why I like the Danish method as well, because I get a break from having to look at the pattern and I just get to stitch. But I use the English method too. Um, especially if I have a particularly difficult pattern or a difficult part of a pattern, I will use the English method of stitching uh, to do that so that I don't get lost as often. And you can switch between the two. You can switch between English and Danish method. I do it all the time. It just depends what I'm stitching. What I'm stitching depends on what method I use for big sections of color or for long sections of color like this. I'll use the Danish method because I really do think it's faster. And for a really confetti heavy section, I will use the English method so that there's not so many crosses in the back, so there's not so many carries on the back. And also it helps with keeping the pattern straight in your head. It's very easy to get lost in confetti. And at least for me, I have found that using the English method with confetti is a good way to keep things straight. Speaking of keeping things straight, I don't think this is right. No, it is not. Okay, so we did that top one, which is this one. And now we gotta come down. Uh-huh. So these are already taken, which is fine because it's a similar color. So we'll just go up here. And once again, I'm not going to worry about that. It's a similar color, first of all. And second of all, up in this corner, no one's going to notice it. It's just going to, up here, it's just buildings and sky. No one's going to notice that a few stitches, and no one's going to know that those stitches are wrong anyway. I was in choir my whole life since the since the moment I could walk. I've been on stage, and the one thing about singing, performing, is you got to just be confident, even if you make a mistake, because you know it's a mistake, but your audience doesn't know that. Your audience doesn't know that I just did that again. Your audience doesn't know how the song goes. So you know it's a mistake. But if you're confident about the mistake, then your audience will think that that's how the song is supposed to go. So basically, from an early age, I learned to just like mistakes don't have to be like these terrible things. And in some ways, mistakes in singing or cross stitch or whatever can actually make it better. Because it's, you might, going back to the singing example, you might be singing and you might hit a note too high, but no one knows that but you, and it may sound really pretty in the song. So you kind of like ad-libbed in the song without meaning to, but it may have turned out great. And maybe you do that in the future on purpose. But yeah, as long as you're confident about what you're doing, then no one knows what's a mistake and what was on purpose. Of course, you know, because we're talking about it. And you can see Pattern Keeper. But, uh, yeah, I guess fine. Come on. Okay. And then, actually, let's go straight across. Come on. There we go. Okay. And then we can end that one. Oopsie. Come in. And that one there. So we did not go up here. We went here, and I ended it. Okay. Now we get to do a new color. Oh boy. It's just a ninja stitch, really? Oh boy. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. 3860. 3860. And yes, I'm very tempted to just, use a color around it. But no, let's do the actual color. Ah, here we go. I have a small piece. Haha. That will be perfect. If I can get this back on the bobbin, that would be great. Oopsie. Come on. There we go. Okay. And I've got my smaller piece here. All right. Actually, it looks like I missed one. Wait, I got this one here, get this one here. Yeah, I missed this one. So actually, we can, which is good because we can secure this a little bit better. I missed three of them actually, now that I'm looking at it. Um, so not only this one, but this one, or I'm sorry, I think it's this one. No, it's this one and then this one. These two C's. So I missed those. I marked them off, but that's wrong. But it's fine because this color is close enough and it's just 3 stitches. They just have to be a color that makes sense. And this color is more of an accent color anyway. It's kind of thrown in here and there, so having it in random spots is not going to be too out of the ordinary. Okay, so we've got that. Okay. Put this one down here. That was me dropping my scissors. Oh, okay. So there's that one, and then this is 3023. So 3023. Okay. I just need one, please. Just one. There we go. Okay. All right, let's see. Yep. Alrighty, so we're gonna start. Oh, I should push that to the back, shouldn't I? So this tool is called a snag nabbit. As you can see, it's bird on the end here, and it's made for pulling things like loose stitches and things, tails, to the back without having to flip your work or use a try to rethread a needle on there. You just pull that through a few times and you're good to go. Okay, so, oops, come on. That one does not want to work. So we're gonna go this way and then this way. And I'll just uncredit that. Come on. Work with me, not against me. Alright, try that one more time. This way. And this way. Then pull that through. Okay. So we're gonna do this line, which looks like I've missed a couple here too. I'm still running into portions where I've already done it. So these are probably mistakes that I made before. Hopefully they're not mistakes I'm making now. But I'm just, fixing them as best as I can, and we'll see how it goes. When I step back and look at it, it still looks fine to me. I can't really tell. I can't tell at all that there's anything wrong. I mean, these are just buildings up here, so no one's going to be inspecting the buildings closely. Now, the ferry I'm going to have to be very careful with. But I won't get to her for quite a while. There we go. Oh, I still had some down there. Oh no, so it's okay. So we got this one, and we'll do these two. I didn't go too far back yet. I didn't look at my pattern before moving forward. I know better than that. This is awesome though. I got 178 done so far, and I only need about 60 a day to reach the 1% mark by the end of this week. So that is amazing. I'm very, very happy. Come on. Nope. Yes, right there. Okay, so there's that. And then we've got one here. So these two. And then one here. Come on. So one here. And then I'm gonna finish this. These are supposed to be C's as well, but I'm just gonna finish it in this color. As long as it's a color nearby, it's usually okay. Unless it's something like drastically different. But something like this where it's more just kind of like melding together a similar color is just fine. Mm, okay. That and okay, so that fixes that. And then we've got these over here. And that looks to be right. So, one. Luca, don't bark, please. I apologize for my dogs. The snow trucks are out and they are just not happy about it. I am. I would like to get out of my driveway. um, I'll still have to shovel to get out. That's okay. Come on. Say the toughest thing about full coverage is eventually your back gets, especially if you're doing parking, your back gets so the back of your project gets so filled in that it's sometimes very, very difficult to A, see where you need to come through, and B, actually get through um, a couple layers of fabric if it's a stitch that's been done before. All right, so there's that. So let's park this one here. There we go. And then we'll just have this one to do, and then the diamond and the equal sign and all the rest of them. So, but I think I'm gonna call it here. We've done about 55 minutes. But I'm gonna leave it here. My back is starting to hurt, and I'm getting really hungry for dinner. So I really hope you enjoyed. Please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not. More videos will be on the channel in the next few days, hopefully with better sound. But I really, really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy stitching.